Hello, welcome back to the Missouri Trail Horse Auction. This is the same auction that we bought Miracle at last year. We're down here at Ava, Missouri, and this is the week of the World Championship Horse Show. So that's why they have this sale in conjunction with it. We just got here and we're gonna go get a catalog and walk around and look at all the animals. I'm really not hoping to buy one today, but Becca doesn't currently have a project horse, so if something was just a real good deal, we might do it. And then tonight we're gonna go and watch the horse show. So stay tuned, it'll be a very good episode.
So like JR said, we were here last year at the sale in 2022, and we ended up winning the bid on a little horse named Miracle. And if you want, you can go back in our videos and watch the sale of Miracle. The video is called Buying a Horse at Auction, What to Look For and Expect, Did My Bid Win? And we actually made quite a few videos last year on Miracle, from picking her up to starting her training and just little things like that. So go and check out the playlist titled Miracle to see all those videos. So this auction doesn't have a barn that you go put your horse in once you arrive. Basically, everybody pulls up in their trailer and gets their horses out and ties them to the side of the trailer. Or there's a few outdoor pins that people use, and then some people will tie their horse to the inside of the arena hitching rail. And this place also has a really nice outdoor riding arena, which is handy if you want to see one of the horses go or you want to take it on a test ride. To view the horses before the auction, you pretty much just walk around trailer to trailer and visit with the owners. You can ask any questions you want. Most everybody is very friendly there. And then if a horse is rideable, a lot of the owners will just have it saddled up and they will just ride it around the grounds there, so you can view it that way.
So what's good about this sale is it's a specialty sale. It's called the Missouri Trail Horse Sale, and it's in conjunction, like I said, with the show. So a lot of people hold back their registered Foxtrotters that they maybe don't fit in their program, and they'll say, oh, I'll hold it off for that sale in the fall, for the trail horse sale. And then likewise, a lot of the buyers know that, like the individuals that are wanting their own horse. So this sale won't have any sick or malnourished horses. It won't have any low quality. It'll all be good horses looking for a home, and there won't be any kill buyers here. Guaranteed no kill buyers. So this is a really good sale to have, and good sale to go to. So let's try to find the last few horses before it starts.
And just to clarify really quickly, this auction is for Missouri Foxtrotters. So most of the horses you see will be a gated Foxtrotter horse.
Hi. Oh, and you're friendly. That's so nice. That's so nice. You're a friendly girl. Yeah, you are a friendly horsey.
Hi. All the horses in this pen are weanlings and yearlings, and I believe they all came from the same farm also. But this little Palomino, she was so sweet, and she just came right up to JR. And Becca, her attitude was just awesome, but she's a little bit younger than what Becca was wanting. She's a yearling, and Becca's hoping to find a 2- or 3-year-old. So even though she's super sweet and pretty, Becca will probably pass on her.
This is the same weanling from last year.
Oh yeah,
I recognized her.
Yeah, isn't she cute?
Aww. So we were really surprised to see this little buckskin filly again. She was here at the same sale last year as a weanling. She was super cute and friendly, and we really liked her and considered bidding on her, but she also was a little bit younger than JR was looking for. He wanted something that was pretty much ready at the age where he could start under saddle, and she was just a baby and had a lot of growing left to do. But now she's back, which we were really surprised to see her again, but she's a 2-year-old, so she will be ready to start here shortly and would be a pretty good horse for Becca. She's really beautiful and still seems super sweet.
So she's 2-year-old now.
She's a 2-year-old.
For a 2-year-old, she's pretty small, huh?
She's not going to be a big horse, but she'll
But
grow.
it'll be 14.3. Yeah, I say she'll be 14.3 and she'll be chunky.
I was gonna say she's stout.
She's a stout little thing.
Cool.
She's been in the field. Another horse was kind of whipping up on her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
See a good bite
happens.
right
Yeah, he nipped on. Yeah,
That don't hurt him too bad.
he's a little meaty.
Oh, you got shoes on the front of her. Have you been riding her?
Yeah, I did. I rode her a little bit. Yeah, in the round pen. We took her down to the river in Eminence, and she did real good. So. She ain't been rode a whole lot, you know, just a little bit. Just starting her. She's just lightly started.
Alrighty, cool. Has she been pretty well behaved on the riding, or is she bucking?
Oh yeah, no, she's real well behaved.
So we were really surprised to see this pretty little buckskin back. She's such a sweet girl. The owner was about to check her in and was a bit busy, so we didn't really ask to see her walk out, move around. But we did wonder a little bit why she was back at the sale. But from here we moved on and just went and looked at a few more horses. But Becca definitely liked this little mare. She's super sweet and really beautiful.
How old's this one?
You have to ask my buddy. I think
30.
30X is what the number is.
Hi, buddy. Or is it a girl? I think it might be a girl.
Yep, she's a
Born
filly.
in January,
Aw.
so not quite a year yet.
We all really liked this filly, but again, she was a little bit younger than Becca was hoping for.
So number 4 was born 4/18 of 2022. So will be a 2-year-old in April. Is that right? Yeah.
So next April. What is it, a Foxtrotter?
No, this is the Frisian horse.
Oh, I was gonna
sport.
say it looks like this is the one I wanted to see. This is a Frisian cross Foxtrotter. Hi, buddy.
So this is a 2-year-old. It's got some of the Southern Playboy line and Danny Joe line, which we've had both of those before and done well with them.
It's a gelding.
It's a gelding already, so that's saving you money. He's ready to be started, so very interested in this one.
He's got a pretty head.
He's got a nice head.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, intelligent look to him. So this would be a perfect project for Becca. And he'll grow like he's right at the size that if you start exercising him and working him and lunging him every day and riding him 10 minutes in the barn, he would just explode with growth. If you've seen as many as I have over the years, you can tell when a horse is ready to have a growth spurt, and that growth spurt is brought on by exercise and extra feed. And yeah, he's ready for that.
Is he just turned 2?
He was 2 in May. Okay, go straight back across from us. I've watched this horse go enough that I can tell he's not lame. He's in good shape. He's in good condition. He's not medicated or drugged to be calm. He's just naturally calm. I get her going a little faster where I can see his gait. It's not show quality, but that's not really what we're looking for. We're looking for good family horses at a sale like this.
Aww.
So she will be, she was a year in June. She won't be 2 until next June, which is a little young for us. So that's a pretty nice looking filly, but she's a little young for us. And that's one of those, the horse traders from the other 2 sales that we see that buys and sells a lot. So we know he didn't raise her. Not that that's anything wrong with that, it's just you don't know the story that way. After checking out all the horses, we came back to give number 12 a second look. Every time you look at a new horse like this, you see something different, and we're just confirming our suspicions that this is the horse of the sale for us, and this will be the one we're really going to go after and try to bid on. Very good looking hooves, that nice dark color.
Good boy, you're a sweetie.
Do you even try his back?
Good about that.
In reality, for the most part, you're better off.
Happy.
Shoulders are in the right. Yeah, he's just a good boy. Okay, we'll see you later.
Okay, well, thank you.
So this sale is actually held at a church, the Cold Creek Cowboy Church, and their building is just really beautiful when you go in. It's got the high ceilings and the wood walls. It's very well kept, very clean, which we really appreciate. It's air conditioned, the chairs are comfortable, so most auctions are not quite this nice that we go to, so we really enjoy it. The first few horses in were the weanlings and yearlings that we had saw in the pen.
Her sire is Mississippi Hammer, and her dam is Traveler's Secret Dog. I tell you what, I claim a nice filly right here.
This is the really pretty Palomino yearling that came up to JR and Becca in that pen of yearlings and weanlings. And she's really tall for a yearling. She's going to be a big, nice mare when she's grown. She's just beautiful. And I couldn't believe how cheap she went. But JR and Becca were not in the sale barn yet. And I am not very good at following an auction. And I get too nervous, so I did not bid on her. But man, if I wish that JR had been there, or I had been brave enough to bid. She went for $550. I couldn't believe it. Somebody got a really good deal and a really nice horse.
This is the free. All right, you need to read your footnotes on. Yes, gated, yes.
Is that a Foxtrot mare?
Is that a Foxtrot mare and a Parisian stag? You'll be registered in the Parisian Heritage Horse and Sport Horse International registration. And getting a Parisian gated is extremely rare, yes ma'am. Well, I'll tell you what, he's a nice horse. All right, 2,000, I'm on the money, and I'm 25. I pay you 25, I do that, I'm 25, I'm going to be 29, I'm going to be 22, I'm 5. I do 95, I'm going to be 29, I'm 5, I'm going to be 25, I'm going to be 29, I'm 5. I'm 22, I'm 5. I'm going to be honest, he was full. 923 of 20. He served the Jackson's Pale Rider, the Deep Price Action Jackson, the Gunner's Pride.
I wanted to show this horse because he looks like a pretty nice horse and he looks pretty calm. But if you notice underneath his belly, there's something kind of flopping back and forth that he's not in control of. That's a good indication that a horse may have received a little bit of tranquilizer so that they'll behave better in the sale. Unfortunately, that happens a lot in these sales. You need to know what you're looking for. So if you're not an experienced horseman or horse buyer, I would not suggest buying your first horse at a sale. You need to get it from somebody you can trust and somebody that'll stand behind their animal. Not saying that I know for 100% sure this horse is drugged, but it is a good indication, and I would never bid on one like this, just in case you get it home and the next day when the anesthesia or whatever it would be wears off, you might have an animal that will act a lot different than what you saw in the show ring. Sale ring, that is.
This little buckskin colt is actually the brother of the horse that Becca is wanting to bid on.
She is a nice filly. Here, let them all play. 1,500. Here,
This is the little buckskin filly we looked at earlier. The lady neglected to tell us she was lame. You can tell she's favoring that right front shoulder, especially going around the turn. So something's happened to her, and that's why they brought her back to sell, I assume.
So quick, got you 2,200, Teresa.
Are you guys nervous?
I am. Here he comes.
This one will be registered in the Missouri Foxtrotter Association. The black colt was sold May the 28th of 2021. He's signed by Blizzards of Smoke and Shaman, a Southern Blizzard, by Danny Joe's Sunboy, out of America's Shorts, Lucky Pixie, by Playboy Skeeter, by Southern Playboy. Good blood colt right here.
Do you still like him, Jared?
You do number 12 in the category.
I like him.
I like him.
He's a half growth of the buckskin coat we had in earlier. I'm putting a nice coat right there. Come on, $1,000, $1,100, $12,
Right there, I just got in the lead at 1,800. The bid increments are $100, and this guy said he'd go halfway on another bid increment, which I think is a low shot. And it kind of made me mad, so I took it as a sign just to quit bidding at that point. Kind of regret it now. I think if I would have went ahead and went 19, I would have got him. I was planning to go up to 2,000, but when he half bid, it kind of backed me off, and I just decided to let him go. Thought it might have been not meant to be.
Becca was sad not to get this sweet boy, but she also was okay passing because she knows it's not just the purchase price that goes into the horse, and she has a budget, and she doesn't really want to go over it. Horses weren't going quite as high as usual at this sale, at least compared to the last couple years, but this was the highest selling horse of the day, at least that we had seen, and he was a nice horse, a gelding, I believe. His color was beautiful, his conformation, the way he went, you can tell he travels really nicely. He was trained really well, and he just was a sweet boy, you could tell. So whoever got this horse is going to be so happy with him. And this is the little Palomino filly that we saw out back earlier, but she's just a little too young for what Becca's wanting, so we did pass on her. And I'm actually not sure what she sold for, I missed it, but I think it was a little bit higher. So because Becca didn't get the horse she was bidding on earlier, her and JR started looking through the catalog, and they actually saw a horse they overlooked. So they ran outside to take a look at it, and apparently it was just what Becca was wanting, and they both really fell in love with it. So they came back into the auction barn all excited.
Okay, so we just went out and looked at number 26. It's a 3-year-old black horse, and we really liked it. And actually, while we were out there, we made a deal, and we're going to buy the man's saddle regardless after the horse sells. And Becca said I can go up to $2,000 for it. So we'll.
Is the horse Becca's interested?
Yes. Yeah,
I haven't seen it. So.
It's a nice little horse.
Okay.
We were just looking at the pedigree of the horse we like that we're going to bid on next, and it's out of image. Can you believe that? It'd be meant to be.
Okay, here it comes. Oh.
Number 26.
You can really see Image's head on this colt.
This is the one we walked by earlier.
Yeah. He's registered in the Missouri Foxtrotter Association, a blue-paper black gelding. He was sold May the 11th of 2020. He signed the Sunrise Golden Image, the Southern Sunrise, the Southern Jazz, Alabama She's a Woods Colt AC, by Jester Spitfire R, the Traveler's Jester. He goes back to Southern Playboy on the bottom side, Missouri Cavalry E on the top side. And he's just 3 years old.
We should have just offered him like
So he's had a lot of miles put on in the last 2 months. All right, 17, in round, 2,500. So they'll be started right. 2,500, where you at? 25, 25, 2,000, 15, 1,600, 18, now 19, 18, 19, but now 2,000, 21.
Seen me shaking my head, that was me getting in the lead on the bid. got too high to be able to be reasonably make a profit for Becca, so too much risk, and we had to let him go. Okay guys, we unfortunately didn't win the bid on number 26, but this was Image's baby, one of his babies. So not too happy about that, but I'm hope he goes to a good home. He's got his daddy's head, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does.
That's why we liked him.
Oh.
Well, we didn't get a trail horse for Becca, but I did get me a new saddle.
But it's too small for him,
it
so
may be,
it's my saddle.
Yeah, it may be too small for me. I thought it was a 16-inch, but I got it at a good enough price. I'd have bought it regardless. I think it's a 15-inch.
Yep, too small.
Yeah, it's a little small for me, darn it.
Bummer.
But
No,
It's a good deal though, huh?
it's
That's
an awesome trail saddle.
But we're pretty bummed out about the Image.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would have really liked. We bid him up 500 over what we wanted to pay.
He was
Bid him
nice.
to 2,500. He sold for 28. But
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful horse. So.
Something else will come along.
Yep.
After the sale, we headed to the showgrounds to watch the show, and you may be wondering why we're watching the show and we're not in the show. As you all know, Ozark, Becca's little show mare, had her foal this year, Happy. And we had the intent of showing Ozark this year, but we could just tell it was a little hard on her. Her mind was on her foal, which you can't blame her. And then on top of that, we have just been extremely busy with the channel's growth and everything that we have going on. We just decided to take a break and take the rest of the year off, but we do plan on being back next year. If you want to see our horses in the show ring, though, we have quite a few videos from last year, and you can go back and watch them. Our favorite video from last year probably would be the biggest show of the year, and you can go back and look that up and watch it. So even though we weren't in the show, it was still really exciting to go and watch. This is Turn My Swag On, and he won the 4-year-old World Grand Championship. He's just a really good horse, and he is the son of our late stallion, Image. And here he is taking his victory lap. And then this is the main class of the evening, basically of the show. It's the 5-year and older World Grand Championship, and Image's daughter was named the 5-year-old World Grand Champion. So Image definitely went out with a bang this year. How amazing is that, to have both World Grand Champions out of him? And we are very honored to have had him here at our homestead, even though it was for a short time, and to have his last 2 foals born here on our homestead. And they both look so promising. We're very excited about them. Image really left quite a legacy behind him.